What's going on, fellas?
I think I'll just do the whole show like this.
Good evening, my friends. Good to see everyone on the Watch Pros podcast. Hope everyone is doing well. We've already got a number in the room tonight. 17 showed up so far. It's good to see everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're not snowed in too much. In the comment section, tell me, how many inches of snow did you get? Snow and ice, if you got any. There's Steve McFall, Jeremy Kale, Austin Elsick, Austin's the big winner at the retreat this weekend. Bleach Sprayer, Cody Smith, Christopher Henson, good to see you. John Shoemaker, my man. Magnolia Supply, Bobby Linden, Steve Hostetler. So good to see everybody tonight. Mike S., glad you're here, my brother. Yeah, Cody, we hate that you had to miss as well, brother. Wish you could have made it. Life support, what's up, my brother? Good evening, Steve. Glad you're here, buddy. Good to see Steve and Charlie at the retreat this past weekend. Always nice to see them. 9 inches of snow in Indiana, Cameron Trout says. 14 and a half for Ryan. No snow, 40 degrees-ish, Cody says. Frost does count, yes. 0.25 cent to 25 cents. 0.25% of an inch or a quarter of an inch, getting 4 to 6 inches of snow this weekend. Yeah, we did have a good time, Steve. We got 13 inches here. Steve, what did you guys get in your neck of the woods? We got 13 here in Monroe, Ohio. What's going on, S&H Pressure Washing? Now, I'm not sure where Jeremy's at. I talked to him earlier, and he said he'd be here. I bet you he's kicked back. He probably fell asleep in the recliner. That's okay. It's us. It's me, you, and Jesus, and we'll have a good time. Speaking of which, if you've got prayer requests tonight, be sure and send them our way. I'll do my very best to keep my eyes on the comment section so that we can keep you and your prayer requests in mind. Steve said that he measured 16.5, but that was with a wind drift right up against his garage door. So I don't know if that counts. Just don't know if it counts. I don't know how that you got 3.5 inches more than I did a few minutes away. Hey, it's possible, I suppose. Man, oh man, did we have a good time at the Wash Retreat this past weekend. I cannot tell you enough about it. I do have a video that's coming out very, very soon. It was amazing. I mean, it really was. I'm not trying to fabricate in any way. I'm not trying to embellish in any way. I was talking to Jeremy just earlier, and I said, honestly, it just, in many ways, it just couldn't get any better, other than the weather. And the weather very legitimately had some people concerned if they were going to be able to get there. And of course, many had to leave early or felt that they needed to leave early. So, man, oh man, we wish you could have stayed the whole time. But those of you who were there on Friday, you know that it was a blast. Cody Smith says, I was in the hospital this week before the event. What? You had pneumonia. What's pneumonia? And lung infections. He said, so I wouldn't have been able to make it anyways. Well, pneumonia and lung infections it's definitely a legitimate excuse, but wish you could have made it. We'll keep you in our prayers. Christopher Henson said, I definitely plan to attend next year. Had class to teach this week. Well, sorry you couldn't make it, brother. We'll hold you to it for next year. Yeah, they Cody's right. They refunded the hotel. They refunded the hotel for anybody who had to leave early. So that was nice of them. Old fat guy BMX, my man. Hope to see you in Lafayette at the end of the month, my brother. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Was hoping to. Of course, you know the end of the month is this is the end of the month. So I think you mean February. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. And then Groomer 11111 says should have done a manual hose reel versus the new electric hose reel. We did, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Here's a great question already. Will you possibly create your version of the 12-volt three-way rinse module? Yes. In fact, yes. Hoping to do that. Hoping to do it very, very soon, in fact. Yeah, I know what you mean. Stoney, we miss you, old buddy. It's good to see you. I'm glad you jumped on here. All right, we're going to answer any questions that we possibly can. Pressure washing related, Stoney BMX related, old school that is, and then life related. You've just got questions. We're going to do our best to answer those. You notice I've got a smile on my face. I'll probably keep a smile on my face the whole time. We had such a good time at the Smoky Mountain Wash Retreat in Gatlinburg. That was Thursday through Saturday, and we left just after lunch on Saturday. But we had 90 plus register for the event. Due to snow, we had about 60 that were able to attend. And that includes husbands and wives for many of them. And then we had several children that were there as well, and some teenagers. Of course, none of those were really counted in the number. So counting those, we had considerably more, but man, the hotel was fantastic. I'm telling you, everyone just raved about the hotel. It was just absolutely amazing. The layout of the hotel and the conference center, the pool area, the outdoor area, they created that hotel with us in mind, and it really, really was wonderful. All right. See if we can't see some questions here. All right. Doc Jones says, your manual hose reel is the best. Got my hands on one, adding another two this spring. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. Appreciate you placing an order and doing business with us. Mike said, speaking of hose reels, I ordered 3 18-inch and a stack kit from Mike on Monday. Came home today and they were on the front porch, top quality. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna take a picture of that and send that to the guys at the shop. They'll be happy to see that. Don't take that down just yet. It's awesome, fantastic. And then my man Eric says, can't wait to get my hands on the new CRM. I'm excited too, brother. And the launch date is expected. A soft launch, meaning a very specific launch for specific people, will be February the 1st. That's towards the end of the week here. And yeah, it's going to be great. Sunday, in fact. So I'm excited about that. If you have not already signed up for the wait list for the CRM, Lavo CRM, then we need you to do that. And I'll try my best to post a link here if I can figure out how to do that. Hold on just one second. I can get that up there for you. Let me pull it up here on the old phone. All right. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're not ill or under the weather. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling excited. Bobby Linden said this morning, he texted me just to tell me He said, I'm excited to go washing. I want to go wash something. And I was like, cool your jets, my man. It is like, at that point, it was like 10 degrees or something outside. What's your temperature there where you're at? What has been the low for you guys? It's been low. We're supposed to be, I think Saturday's supposed to be the lowest for us at 5 below, not counting wind chill, just 5 stinking below plus the wind chill. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Any questions? You've got pressure washing related questions, life questions, and then questions all around. We're happy to do our best. Yeah, no, we're hoping to put the 12-volt model together for you, Cody. Hoping to get that out soon. Sure are. That way you don't have to go back and turn it off. But that's down the road a little bit, but it's in the works, a little research and development as we speak. Doc Jones says bipolar there in Georgia, 60 today, 20 this Saturday. I know, brother. I get it. I totally get it. 20s at night, 40 during the day, about 2 weeks back in the upper 50s, low 60s. I know. I get it. You just really never know what it's going to be. Just never really know. What are you guys doing to keep yourselves busy during this storm? What have you guys been doing besides Netflix and chill? Huh? Anything besides Netflix and chill? My encouragement to you would be all the things that you said, I'm going to do it this off season. When I've got time, I'm going to do it. Well, you probably have the time now if you're in the cold climates areas. And you need to do all of those things you said you were going to do. And for me, that's working on the rig, de-rusting a few areas on the rig. I plan to completely rewire all the hose reels. In fact, everything, going to rewire everything. That won't take long. Just get everything cleaned up and get it ready. All that stuff gets me excited about washing. It won't be long, just 1 month away. Hard to believe, just a little over a month for me. Window cleaning has been on fire for me. Tell us all about it, Cody. He said, I'm so thankful I added it back in October. Brother, why don't you tell us about that? Type that out there for us. What do you mean that's been on fire for you? What does that look like for you? You added it back in October. Now you're killing it with window cleaning. What does that mean? Do you mean upsells? Do you mean individual jobs with only window cleaning? And are you able to use window cleaning to upsell anything else? Tell us all about it. We'd love to hear more about that. And then Jeremy Kale, he says, I'm trying to lean heavily into marketing, building a website, implementing the strategies I learned at the retreat. Yes, absolutely. You better believe it. Look at there, my man with the plan right there. He's wiping the sleep out of his eyes. What did I tell you guys? I said he's in the recliner as we speak. I'm sorry. I'm a prophet, man. I'm a prophet. I know what I'm talking about. I know my boy is what I do. I know my boy. And then Austin Elsick, he said, I'm reaching out to contractors, yard signs, lots of estimates. Are you reaching out to painting contractors there, Austin? I bet you are. I bet you are. All right. Doc Jones says, did you come up with the hose reel design? Brother, besides what Cody and them are doing at Southeast Soft Wash, there hasn't been a new hose reel design in 50 years. Mine's just better than everybody else's. That's all. And the plan for the CRM is to roll it out at the first of the month. That's the plan. Life Support One says ordering marketing products. Jeremy, we're talking about what we're doing during the storm. You know, you for many, they can't get out and wash. If you can't get out and wash, you should be doing all the things you said you were going to do and couldn't do when you were busy. Now you got all this time. What are you doing? I know you got nothing going on. I'm asking you, what are you doing, Tommy? What are you doing to keep your business generating income in the off season, even if it means marketing and calling contractors, sending out emails? Come on, Tommy, what are you doing, buddy? Okay, I asked Cody Smith, what does he mean that he's killing it with the window cleaning? He says, since October, I've done 6,000 in washing, 19,000 in window cleaning. Hello. He said, I had 155 pressure washing clients. I reached back out to every one I washed earlier this year. Give us some percentages there, if you would, please. You sent out 155 contacts. What's been your ROI on those simple outreaches? Let us know. Love my boy cracking pressure. He wants something for free for his birthday. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, looky there, bleach sprayer. Jeremy, read that one. New Pulsar unloader and clean stream on its way. Yes, sir. Jeremy's got the mute button on.
Dang it. No, you couldn't hear me.
Sorry, bro.
Did you mute me on purpose?
I didn't mute you.
Oh, I was just saying I'm sitting here trying to get this shared on Facebook because someone didn't have Facebook connected.
Well, don't go blaming me. I was the only one who showed up to the party. Come on.
So I just got my head down trying to get it connected and get it going.
I'm glad you did, brother. Gary, my man, I asked, what are you doing? He said, rearranging my rig for efficiency, putting together content to post out as I start gearing up for next month. Next month is February or next month is March. Can't wait either way. Clay Smith says, better be glad I wasn't there to win that hose reel contest. Maybe next year. You know, we did the winner, Mr. Austin Elsick, won a hose reel, and it'll be en route tomorrow. Because he ordered two more, did you? I think. Is that what you did? All three all together, counting the one that you won, or was it two? I can't remember. Nonetheless, they're on their way. They will be tomorrow. Jamie Kell says, I reached out to every customer from last year. I got several locked in for repeat service this year, plus multiple additional services. Man, I'd love to have a copy of your text blast. What that look like? You ought to post that.
Host text blast. Cody's.
Well, Jamie said he reached out to every customer.
Oh, okay.
And then Doc Jones said 4X this January from last year's January revenue. Squared away taxes, yard sign redesign, getting prepped for this spring. It's going to be an amazing year. I love your attitude, my brother. Cody said out of 155 people, 71 people reached out to get. You got to be kidding me. Nearly half reached out. Listen to this. Out of 155 people, Jeremy, 71 reached out to get scheduled for window cleaning, and a bunch said they would like to get their windows done along with their house wash this year. And by the way, those are the ones who have responded so far. You don't know that that's all that's going to respond. That's amazing. Good for you.
That's very true. Very true. I'm just trying to get caught up on all these comments, man.
You're doing good.
I so
Enjoyed the
do.
retreat. Brian Stransberry said, enjoyed the retreat. Can't wait till next year. Yeah, it was a fun time, man. I'm glad you were able to make it. All right. John Shoemaker has a dilemma. He says, I have a long-standing carpet cleaning customer under new management. They owe a mere $120 from early November. Submitted 3 invoices, no callback, 6,200 in pressure washing commitment. Should I bow out? They only owe you $120, but they've committed to $6,200. Should you bow out? I would say no, but I would want to get that before I did the work.
Oh, for sure. I'd show up. That's what I'd do.
Yeah.
Have you called them? Text or email? No reply, or just nothing coming back from the invoice?
It's a great question. Hello, Gage Lake. Gage
What's up,
Lake,
Gage?
just want you to know, brother, you are represented well this past weekend. We spent more than a fair amount of, like a lot of time talking about your business, and Jeremy spent a lot of time giving some props, giving examples. He even gave some stats of how you helped him. We really appreciate you being a sponsor, Gage Lake. Thank you, my friend. Oh, and by the way, just so you know, okay, you got that, but now watch this. Can you see that?
Yep.
There you go. Gage Lake Media. My man. Thank you so much, Gage.
Oh, this is great, Michael. I appreciate this feedback. Michael it was Michael's first year attending. I think he had a good time.
Did brought his family with him.
Yeah, man. Mike's new employee.
If anyone, yeah, that's right. If anyone is debating on going to retreat next year, you got to do it. Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
Whether and all, you got to come, man. We'll have a good time. We had a good time.
You know, Jeremy, I totally get that people felt like they needed to leave, and there were a few who said, "Man, it was tight." But for most people, they could have stayed the whole time and still had time to get back. But you don't know. You don't know, and you don't know what you don't know. So we get it.
I just noticed your hat, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, fancy here.
Fancy that now.
Fancy that. That's great.
Yes, sir. I love my hat. It fits well. It wears well.
Well, I got it small enough for you, so I think it should fit.
You mean big enough? Got a big old head.
Let's see. So where are we at? We're January 28th. Well, not 1 week. We're just a few days out from February.
Sunday's February 1st.
Which pretty much means at this point, considering that there's only 28 days in February, we're a month away from March. 1 month to March.
Oh, God, I got so much to do.
You ain't kidding, and the weather ain't looking good.
I know. I'm so thankful for a warm shop. At least I can get one truck ready.
That's fine. Never mind. I'm coming to Cincinnati to finish my stuff, but I don't think I can get in your shop, can I?
Yes, you can.
Can I get through the garage door?
Yes, you can.
Will my ladder rack hit it?
We'll take your ladders off.
Well, I mean, the ladder rack's too tall.
Your ladder rack itself is taller than my house, than my shop.
The ladder rack is tall. By the way, if you're considered double stacking a set of hose reels on a skid on an F-250, I'd advise you to be at least 6 foot tall before you consider doing it.
What about that?
Maybe 5'10".
Hilarious.
It's a ways up there. But Mike's 6'5", so it's no problem.
Reverse those numbers, why don't you?
Somebody, hey, did you see the comment on one of those pictures? It's me, you, and Steve, and maybe it was in that Sin Day group or something like that. Someone said they didn't realize that I was 6'5" when I was standing beside you. I look like I'm the same height as Steve.
I know it. I'm short, brother. Ain't no doubt about it.
Well, no, I'm just not figuring out how I grew like 5 inches.
I think the camera was turned like this a little bit.
That's what it was. They didn't see the box I was standing on.
Cody said, I added window cleaning because 2 out of every 5 customers in 2025 asked if I did windows. I got tired of saying no. I love it. Hey, that's a great idea. Maybe ask your customers, hey, if I were to offer that, is that something you'd be interested in?
Yeah.
Get some feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think what have we missed? What have I missed? I mean, I was not here for the first 15 minutes.
We're talking about the retreat, and we're talking about what we're doing because of this snowstorm, what's been keeping us busy. We talked about the weather and how cold it is, how deep the snow. Steve says he got 25 inches of snow, which I think is weird because he's practically my neighbor. I didn't get that much, but his legs are short, so it probably just felt like.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Austin. It took Austin 19 hours to get back. Bro, bless your heart, my man.
Yeah.
South Texas.
I know him, and I wonder if him and Joseph flew back together, because I know Joseph was in Texas and he was flying back.
Took a long, long time.
Yeah. It sure did. This guy, I see here, Magnolia Supply, just purchased the F-250 to make a skid aft, so I don't have to pull a trailer. Thanks for the info. Although I'm 6'2". Well, you got me by 2 inches, and I'll go brother. I'm talking about the electric reel. That's what I have, electric reels. And if you're a little challenged on the height section in life, I would the buttons gets a little hard to reach up there too. I mean, it's up there a ways with a good stack kit. It's decently high.
Yeah,
definitely wouldn't recommend hand cranking one like that.
It wouldn't.
You'd need to be 6'5".
You'd have to have a ladder. You'd have to.
You would. You'd have to have like one of them little 3-foot step ladders or 3-step ladders.
Well, another problem, Jeremy, and you kind of addressed this earlier, when you double stack, when you stack hose reels on a skid, your ladder rack has to be so much taller.
That's true. Yeah, because it'll cut into the area of the ladder rack.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully for mine, I think the ladder rack's about 9 foot tall.
Gets way up there. You have to have a ladder to get the ladder.
I swear it feels like it's at least 2 foot above the top of the tanks.
It looks like it. It looks like
that or more.
And Gary says, best thing I can do is get Andrew to start nailing a sales script. And Andrew is Gary's 12-year-old son, and he's a stud. He's a stud. He's a stud, and he's killing it in the hose reel contest. I was super proud of that boy. Super proud.
Yeah. Sean, I ain't gonna lie, man. However, I only competed one time. That was one time too many, in my opinion. One time too many. I had to ice it. I still ain't right.
I
don't know.
Had to get
there. I got a month to rest this thing so I can hold a wash gun up. I'm gonna take my time.
Oh gosh, Gage has a great question. Jeremy and Mike, what goals do you have for business or personal? I'd love to know. Well, I will tell you this: I got to lose weight, and I got to get started on it soon, or it ain't gonna happen. That's just the way that it is personally. That's personal.
Yeah, weight's on mine too. Not just weight, like an actual weight go. I may do a video about that. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I will have to stand. Give me just a second, Mike. Let me go ahead and remove the scrolling banner as Charles Henry has reminded me that it's still scrolling for the retreat. Let me turn that off. Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Danny said he was on his tiptoes to touch the button on the hose reel.
It's pretty tall. And, Danny's.
Patrick Johnson just sent me a text. He is Patrick is in Missouri, Branson, Missouri. No,
Traveling man.
no, you're not showing up in the chats. He texted me just to ask if he was showing up in the chats. No, sir, you are not. Do better. That's all I know.
What's he? I could have sworn he was in the chat right here.
Oh, there you are. I guess I just missed you, my brother. I'm sorry. I just missed you. You're kind of small guy, so.
Yeah. So what's everyone doing right now? You're 1 month out. Let's just say you're 1 month out. We don't know. You might get a foot of snow in March. It's happened before. But let's just hypothetically say for most guys who are seasonal washers, we kind of have that mindset. March 1, that's spring, and we're going to get rolling in spring. What are you doing? Like, what stages are you at? And are you rebuilding your equipment? Are you putting together new equipment? Are you dialing in some systems? Are you dialing in some sales scripts? Are you booking your calls to get your Facebook ads set up and squared away so you can roll that out to help boost your business, to bring in more leads and drive more sales? What's going on? I want to know.
Great questions. That's good.
Why do I feel like I don't generally feel like I'm a tall guy?
Well, Gage is tall.
Normal.
If Gage is 5'4", then his wife is 4'4", because I've seen pictures of him on the Facebooks, and he's a heck of a lot taller than she is. Here's a great question. Doc Jones says, "What's y'all's opinion on this new AI search optimization? Had a customer this week tell me they found me on ChatGPT. Ooh, news to me."
I don't know. I've never played around with that. Hey, let me throw a plug in real quick for a feller, Mike. I don't know if you saw this question.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
Any idea what it costs to have a decent website built? Last year, my Wix site brought not one customer. Brother, I'll tell you right now, you don't need a Wix site. You need a legit site, maybe hosted on WordPress. And there's several people out there that you can look into, you can find. However, I'm going to recommend our buddy Alan Bearden. Mike's done some work with him. I've had some conversations with him. I just had a lot of stuff going on there at the end of the year and first of this year that I haven't really got to get a chance to get back with him. But he does build websites, and he's a good Christian man. So I feel like that goes a long way in someone's what's the word I'm looking for? Character.
Sure.
That's what I'm looking for. Just a conversation I had. I felt really good. Felt like a really good conversation.
There's Alan in the on the screen there. I put that up there because a lot of people think his name's spelled Allen. Allan Bearden.
Yep, Alan. There he is. 180 sites is Gage says is they're good. They got really nice websites. They do a lot of websites for guys in the business. My buddy Adam McChesney with Builders of Authority. He's a dog, man. He does some amazing things with marketing, SEO, websites. I've also spoke with him, met with him a few times in person. Me and Mike ran into him back in last February at Sales Boost. We've spoke. Wouldn't have any problems recommending him either. Well, let's see what Michael says. I didn't mean to click on that. I was trying to click off the other one. Put together a multifamily property management packet. That's awesome. 7-page booklet with our process reviews and a lot of information. Catered specifically for apartments. I've walked into several complexes, code with that in my hand, went over to it with the manager. Had one ask me to walk the property, provide a quote. If approved, my $7 booklet printed at FedEx will land me a $17,000 job. Trying to think of ways to stand out, to go above and beyond. And guys, here's the key. Some of you guys are going to want to just get these emails and send out emails and emails and emails of these booklets. These, what do they call them? When you send like, I guess it's pretty much what he's talking about, but you can do it in the estimate form, but it's called something else. The key is boots on the ground, go into these places and find those decision makers, shake hands, kiss babies. You got to do all that stuff. That's how you land jobs. That's how you get real good jobs, is by being there and showing up and letting them see you. Be professional when you go. Ain't a doubt in my mind that how professional Michael looked when he walked in there, though.
No doubt.
That's a sharp dressed man right there.
Well, he operates, let's just face it, Michael Swint operates with a spirit of excellence.
Yeah.
He carries himself well. He takes care of himself. He speaks in an articulate manner. He kind of commands the attention in a room, or at least at the table. And I have nothing but good. I'm confident that his business is going to boom this year.
Yeah. Let's see. Danny says he's working on a rebuild. I hope you got that tubing squared away and getting that going, Danny. It's a lot of work. Ernesto, implementing AI into my business. That sounds all right. Don't know much about that.
Patrick says Lavo has a perfect landing page built in for businesses, and it's already set up with a great call to action. Lavo.com.
Working on commercial brochures as well. Nice. Patty gonna take a page out Uncle Joe's book. Joe's got a good little build going on over his channel. If you ain't seen it, check it out. Got a little work going on. This guy right here, you know what he needs to do is he just needs to recover. That's all he needs to do. Oh, Chuckles has been sick since he's been back on. I don't know what he picked up at the retreat, but he can keep it.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Yeah, we don't want it. We don't want it. Hey, right here's the man, the myth, the legend, Joe Deary. Been watching your videos, Joe. I like that. I'm interested in seeing your configuration on your plumbing. Yeah, I saw you was talking about your 2-inch plumbing. Interested in seeing how you're gonna split that up from that 2-inch down to those 3 1-inch lines. I like to see how that's going. Gage. He's not 5'4".
Steve, you're not wrong, brother. You're good at it. You just have a knack for just walking up to anybody, feeling comfortable. And I will tell you something else about Steve. Although he's a tall guy and a big guy, he's not overly intimidating. I'm sure he could be if he wanted to be. But, I think that's one of the fears that tall guys and big guys have, is that they're intimidating. And they probably are, but Steve has a way of bringing it all down where it needs to be.
Steve, if you ain't never met Steve McFall, if you ever get the chance to meet him, he's gonna feel like your best friend, and you don't even know him. He's just he's likable. He's got the right personality, good sense of humor. I love you, Steve. You're a good guy. Don't care what Charlie ever says about you.
Cody says, I'm going to try to post consistent content this year. Okay. Gage was asking earlier about goals. That's one of mine, is to post more than once a day. Post content at least twice a day. And he said, I'm gonna post consistent content this year, 3 days a week. I slacked bad last year. Every time I got semi-busy, I wouldn't post. Now, let me tell you something you can do if you happen to work every day. You can simply post a picture of your yard sign. And I like to actually hold my card, my 5x7 card up, take a picture of the house in the background with my 5x7 card, just splatter that all over the place on social media. Get your name out there. That's good.
Oh, that's awesome, Charles. Hey, Steve, next Friday, February the 6th, I need to know if you've got my reservations at Jeff Reeby's. I'm just saying. You know what that is.
Wow.
You know what next Friday is. I ain't paying for it either. Just letting you know.
I want to start doing reels. I want to start doing Facebook reels. I want to begin doing YouTube shorts and maybe even some TikTok. That's the plan. I like that Cody says, for some reason, I've been extremely busy this month. He says, no idea why, but great. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm happy for you.
Buddy, you've been busy because you've been working.
Oh.
You sent out your estimates. Everything's coming back in perpetuity. It's coming right back to you. Everything you've been putting in is what you're reaping right now. And this is just a reminder for those of you that are wanting to reap come March, April, and May, and June, and July. You gotta be putting it in now. Don't wait till March to send out your text blast. You need to get that sent out in about mid-February and say, hey, I've got a great script for it. And Mike, I'll let you take over for a minute and let me pull this up. I want to read off my script, what I send out to them every year. We were at Sales Boost last year, and I made the mistake. Made the mistake of sending it out at the time while we were out to dinner, and then my phone just kept blowing up, and I was trying to keep up with all the responses while we were out.
Love that.
When you send it out, make sure you've got the opportunity to be sitting down to handle all that.
So Cody Smith says, I just got the Meta Ray-Ban glasses. And he says, no excuses why I can't make content. Well, I almost pulled the trigger on a pair today, but I need what they call the standard or the regular. They have the large, and then they have the size smaller. So I'm waiting on those. I got to find those. But Jeremy, are you liking your Ray-Ban glasses? Are they working well for you?
Yeah, I got some content from the retreat over there. I've got a bunch of content that I need to get put together and put out.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Steve McFall says, Mike, what's your go-to app for the videos you make for social media? You're not going to like this, but it's Splice. Right on my iPhone is just Splice. That being said, this contraption that I have right here in front of me is a quite expensive Apple product and a MacBook Pro. And once I get my studio built, which is very, very soon, I will be purchasing some programs along with better microphones. And so I can do I plan to do a lot of commentating type of videos where that I'm speaking over the content. And I do plan to get the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and yeah, I'm real excited about content creation going into this wash season.
Yeah. Let's see here. All right. For those of you that are wanting a little nugget here, I want to share the screen, and you can screenshot this. You can copy this whatever. Let me get the screen share up here. Button looks different. Here we go. Now, this is just. Can you read it?
Hey,
Can I zoom
John.
in?
There you go. There you go. Thank
There
you
you
for
go,
doing
brother. Yeah. Hey, John. I'm setting up our spring house wash schedule and thought of you. I've got limited spots left. Reply yes if you want me to save you a spot. Now I can say whoever's name. This is just it's short, it's sweet, it's simple. The only thing that you might want to add is at the end of it, maybe add your name or add your business name, or Jeremy with Kentucky Pros, or hey John, I'm setting up our house wash schedule. Thought of you. I've got limited spots left. Reply yes if you want me to save your spot. Boom. Jeremy with Kentucky Wash Pros.
very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
That right there was blowing up. I got so many jobs off that text, because you're setting up. It makes them feel personal, because you were thinking of them. Spring is right here. They're like, yeah, spring's coming up. We know we need to get everything cleaned. And what you're saying is, we've got limited spots left. You may have all the spots in the world. I don't know what your calendar looks like, but when you say you have limited spots left, it makes them think of a scarcity mindset, that they don't want, like, hey, he's washed our house before. We don't want him to get too busy because he done such a great job. We need to go ahead and book him. And they'll book you. And I tell you, and it's another thing, like Mike said, I was getting replies from this same text thread like in September.
Yeah.
I don't know who's hanging on to that message from February to September, but somebody is. And it was like, hey, we still need to get our house washed. And it'll come through this message thread. I'm just like, yeah, we can get you on the calendar.
And
So,
that is, Danny asked, is that with Mark 8? Yes, that's with Mark 8.
yeah, that's with Mark 8. I mean, and it's super simple. It's very simple to do. So, I mean, as you can see, I have quite a few, but we run them spring, fall, Christmas lights, gutter cleaning. We run them all. So that's you a little bit of a nugget there.
Love it, love it, love it. I will send out my first text blast on my birthday, February 15th.
Yeah.
And mine says something very similar, only I say something like reply with the word wash. And
Yeah.
And so they reply wash. And then I reach out to them and connect with them. Now with Lavo, I'll be able to send them a link where they can schedule their own house wash or roof wash or concrete wash. And so I'm excited to do that as well. And I'm excited about waking up to discover that there are future washes on the schedule and I didn't even have anything to do with it. That's what I'm excited about.
That's awesome.
Jeremy, you want to answer Sean's question?
Yeah, I'm scrolling. Sorry, I was not that far down yet.
It's the very bottom.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Are you using a program of some kind to send out text blasts, or just selecting your customers and your contacts and sending them a message? Sean, what CRM are you using? I'm using Mark 8, And I'll show you just kind of how easy this is. I guess we could do that. I mean, I'm not trying to. I know there's a lot of people on here that use Mark8. I know we talk a lot about Lavo. But I just want to show you, like, you need to get this sent out, and whatever you're using is what you need to get this out.
Michael Swint asked, do you send this to customers in your database that you have paid invoices for, meaning you've washed for them before, or do you send it to everyone, including those who never went with your company, but you still sent an estimate? Wow, great question. Great question.
Michael, I would advise you to send it to everyone that you can send it to. The more the merrier, in my opinion. Even if they never did buy anything or get anything from you, and you have their information, then I absolutely would send it to everyone. And let's just pull this back up here again if I can do so. Is that, how do I get this thing off here? There we go. Let me take these comments off. Why is it not coming off? There it is. All you have to do, super simple. Click, if you're using Mark8, you're in your automation tab, and then you come over here and you create SMS. Put your campaign number thing. It says spring 2026. You hit continue, and then here's what it's going to say is, who do I want this to go to? All my customers with the phone, both residential or residential customers, commercial customers, whoever you want to. We're just going to run through this real fast. I mean, you can even, I kind of have it broke down into apartments, Christmas lights, contractors, a few different things. It's not been even I don't know if you saw that. There's even a section that says fired customers. I want to exclude fired customers. I don't want them getting a message, right? And so you just hit continue, and then right here it takes you to it, and it's just like hey, get your house washed. Just put whatever you want to. You can insert their full name, first name, last name, whatever, and just put their first name. And what it's going to do is you can preview it, and then that's what it's going to look like. So this was just an example of how easy it is, and it allows you to preview it, and then it allows you to purchase. So you pay for it up front, and it's like through Mark8, 10 cents a text or something like that. It's, $10 for a setup for a fee, and then 10 cents for every number it sends it to. Super cheap, efficient way to get in front of your customers multiple times a year. So it's really easy. Sean, you said the customer factor, where I can send text or email blast. However, the text blast requires me to pay a fee and uses a generic phone number that funnels back to my phone. Mark8, it kind of sounds similar to Mark8. If you don't pay, you can do add-ons in there, and you can get like a real phone number that they can text, and it comes through Mark8 to you, and they can call that number and it's forwarded to you as well. So, I mean, there is some cost to these things, but if I didn't have those numbers set up, they would just be getting a generic text from like a 5-digit number that didn't look real. So a lot of the people think that number is my business number. So that's pretty cool too. I guess it is my business number in a sense because I pay for it. But,
and I'm not trying to give a shameless plug here, but kind of with Lavo integrated with help me, Jeremy. I'm tired.
Open phone or Q?
Quo. Thank you. Open phone, which used to be called Quo, or which is now called Quo.
Yeah.
For $19 a month, you do get your number. It will come through your number, and so it works so much better. And then to piggyback off of that, Keith says, I'm only playing the devil's advocate, but I prefer, he says, to be more personable and one-on-one with my text campaigns. I don't prefer the ones that come across as generic or reply wash, opt out, so forth. Well, the opt out is going to come standard if I'm not mistaken.
You can't you have to have it on there because it's going through that system.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want it to take your personal phone and send out a personal message to everyone, you put whatever. They can't opt out of it. I mean, and granted, there is some people that opt out of it. That's just kind of part of it. But just because they opt out of it doesn't mean you lose their information. It doesn't delete them. They're still in your system, but it can just remove them. I think it's supposed to remove them from the text blast situation. I'm not entirely sure that it does. Or unless I'm supposed to go in and manually.
I wasn't laughing.
I don't do that.
I wasn't laughing about that. Danny Salyer sent me a text message and had me giggling. He gave me my giggle back.
You like a little 13-year-old girl.
Danny always has me like a 13-year-old little girl. I am totally just fanboy over that man. I'm telling you, I am. Oh gosh. Yes, we got a video coming out very, very soon, my brother. Thank you for your interest. That means a lot. George Yost, hey, buddy. We're glad you're here tonight. Thank you for joining us. He said, I have a tendency to total my price for the job, then eventually bring it down in order to get the job. Not this year, big exclamation point. I will not discount anything. Now, Jeremy is real big on giving discounts. Isn't that right, Jeremy?
Yeah, am I? I'm not at all. No.
I like.
Listen, I give discounts to certain people. I shared this at the retreat. Most of the time, it is a veteran or a widow. That's about the only person who's going to discount from me.
What is the gentleman's name? I cannot believe I can't remember it. Heavy set guy, been in the industry for 40 years.
That could be anybody. That's me and 20.
We didn't exactly narrow it down, did we?
No, you made it broader by saying that.
He has a school.
Doug Rucker.
Thank you. Doug Rucker said this. Doug Rucker said, when someone asks for a discount, he says, thank you, Nancy. I don't discount my prices. Or he says, I don't discount my work, but I do stand behind my work. And it shifts the conversation from the discount to the guarantee that you get what he says that you will get. And I really like that. Thank you, Doug Rucker. Thank you.
Yeah, let's see here. I had something where was it at? And I was going to pull it up. Someone had a good thing. Where did it go? Why did I miss it? Oh, here we go. This is a good time to talk about this. Raising prices and minimums this year. Everything else gets raised yearly or multiple times per year. So I think it's only fair that you raise your prices and raise them accordingly.
Sorry.
Danny.
Sorry. That's not fair to you. Danny Salyer, I'm turning my phone over. Okay. You're right. Anyone raising prices, minimums this year? What is your? I'm interested. If you don't mind telling me, Jeremy, because your minimum has always been more than I think most people. What's your minimum for a house wash? If you don't mind me asking, if you don't want to say, you don't have to.
My minimum for a house wash, a house, $400.
Dang, son.
Plus tax.
Dang, son.
Yeah. Well,
What
I mean, stuff's
what-
expensive.
stuff is that your response when they say, "Is that really your price?" Do you say, "Lady, stuff's expensive"?
Stuff's expensive.
That would be a great shirt. Stuff's
Stuff's
expensive.
expensive. That's fair.
that too. Oh golly, man!
Listen. I have different minimums for different things.
I
Now,
appreciate.
does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah,
Some people preach one minimum for everything, but I can't. I couldn't say I'm going to charge you $400 for me to come out and clean your 2-car driveway because that's astronomical. Um, I think it's okay. I think you got to be fairly priced. Now, what's fair price, Mike? Fair price is what someone's willing to pay you for your services
that's what fair
that
means.
you
Yep.
are rendered.
Yep.
There's different fair prices
Mm-hmm.
for in different locations and even for different businesses in the same location
Fair enough.
because there's different customers, right? You know,
Yes. Yes.
I could wash a mobile home and charge someone $300 and they're tickled to death with it. I could go right down the road and give someone the same quote on the same mobile home, and they'd absolutely lose their mind and say, "Well, the last guy did it for $100," and it's not a fair price to them, and that's okay. But it is a fair price to the guy up the road because people value things differently.
Wow.
I'll give you an example. We had a lot of snow, right? A lot of snow, a lot of ice. We got a lot of ice down this way. A friend of mine was out plowing. He plowed all weekend, Monday, Tuesday, out plowing. Now, he did some commercial businesses, and upon the agreement that it came out to be, I want to think that this was a franchise. I'm trying to tell you without telling too much. I have a tendency to tell too much, but it doesn't really matter in this situation because it doesn't affect anybody in here. They plowed this one business. It's a franchise location, food business. He had them up and running for like a half a day, maybe Monday and all day on Tuesday. But he had plowed it, everything he'd plowed and he'd sawed it, cleared out. Parking lot looked amazing. And then I'd seen some other parking lots and his looked great. So he gave them the invoice. And I guess the person at the location okayed everything, sent it up to the owner. The owner freaked out. Owner said, "I didn't authorize this. This is too much money." It was like $1,000 for everything. But the thing is, that location where he was at was back open for like a day and a half more than a location in another town, and they had shared that they had made like on that half a day that they were open, like $3,200 just in sales on that half a day. But the thing is, he had 2 other restaurants in the same town, same treatment, same price, same thing, and they were back open. But yet they were so grateful and they thought it was fair. They cut him a check right on the spot and didn't have to argue and bicker about it or whatever. They were just grateful and said how good of a job you did. You had us back open and going, and we didn't have to miss out on more money than than the day or two that we were closed. So fair price is whatever someone's willing to pay you that finds it to be, an acceptable price.
Along those lines, would you like to hear the quote of the week right here? A deal is a feeling, not a number. Come on, Josh.
That's got some wisdom right there.
It is. Now that's you have to make them feel like they got a deal. A deal is a feeling, not a jeepers creepers. I like that.
Absolutely.
That should go on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Speaking of T-shirt, Keith Pickens said, "I'm leaning toward a shirt that says $500 minimum. Nothing against the $99 guy." I like that.
Of course, it wouldn't have no sleeves in it though. He meant a tank top.
That's right.
Cut off.
Wife beater. Jeremy, it is 6 minutes after the hour. We have managed to make ourselves available for another hour, and it was a great time. It was a great time. And I had such a wonderful time with you this weekend, Jeremy, at the retreat. We finally got some private time to hang out together. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And all the time we got to spend with the guys and gals at the retreat, I wouldn't go back and change a thing. It's just such an amazing time.
I changed the weather. That's it.
Well, besides the weather. Yeah. Yep. Besides the weather.
Yeah, I had a great time, Mike. It was fun. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always.
Yep. I can't imagine we're going to change locations.
Don't think so. I think we had a good central location. Great, a great, event venue. Hotel was nice. Staff was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Conveniently located. Absolutely.
What else do you want?
That's it, brother.
We learned a lot. Guys, thank you for another hour. We're going to close in prayer. It's my week. I want to offer prayer for everyone in the group. Thank you for joining us. Pray for those who are currently washing, still washing, plan to be washing soon, praying for your safety, praying for business growth and prosperity for you and your families. And when you live an honorable, integral life, the Lord blesses that. And we want to pray the Lord's blessings upon your business. How's that sound? Father, in the name of Jesus, we want to say how grateful that we are that we have brothers and sisters in this industry that we can fellowship with, that we can not only rub elbows with, but lock arms. And it was so nice this past weekend to do just that and to just sit around the table, literally, and fellowship and then share some amazing ideas with one another. These golden nuggets, as several have said, they can't wait to implement and are already implementing them. And we're grateful that we are able to do that. And so many show appreciation for that. And we're grateful for them as well. And Father, we pray for the businesses of each one that's represented, Lord, that you would prosper them in a great way. All these ideas that they're coming up with, may they be according to your will, and may you bless them and prosper them. And we ask all these things in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. Guys, it's been fun. Catch you next week.
Peace.